Relentless Detroit, a weightlifting competition that doubles as a fundraiser, will help these families who would otherwise be crippled financially by medical bills. And joining me now, one of the men behind the mission, a Romulus police detective and powerlifter himself, Tommy Westhoff, cancer survivor Jeffrey Brown, and Pastor Joe Wilson. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Pleasure Tommy, to be here. Thank you. This is powerful for many things. Please talk about what it is so people can get involved.
Relentless Detroit is my gym, Detroit Barbell Strength Training Facility, and my church coming together. It's a professional powerlifting event held to bring hope to families that have sick children, and we're here to support them financially and spiritually.
It all began back in 2011. Mr. and Mrs. Scott and Rachel Nutter out of Apple Valley, Minnesota, the owners of Southside Bully Gym. A friend of Scott's came up to him telling him about a pastor in the area that was diagnosed with stage 4 liver cancer. At that time, Scott and Rachel decided to hold a charity powerlifting meet for that pastor, Mr. Garth Heckman, to relieve him on the stress of his medical bills. The idea was put out in the community, and strong ladies and men came from all over to the church in Apple Valley for no glory, no titles, but simply to give hope during a time of need. On that day, they came up with over $12,000 for Mr. Heckman. That is the day that Relentless was born and a mission had begun. Mr. Heckman received all of his medical treatments and now stands cancer-free. Not only that, he began training for the Relentless 2012, which was on a mission to raise money for the Hope Kids organization for families of terminally ill children. In 2012, Relentless raised over $18,000 for the organization. Later on that year, states away in Michigan, a 9-year-old boy named Austin Valentine was diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer. Austin was given only 1 year to live by the doctor's prognosis. Austin's football coach and lead nurse at the Children's Hospital turned to their church, Kirby Church, for ideas on which they could help Austin and his family. Tommy Westhoff and Matt Crawford, both members of this church, had previously discussed hosting a charity powerlifting meet earlier that year. Once Austin's situation came across the table, it was almost like God was working in front of him, as put by Mr. Westhoff. After a small tester Facebook question and getting an overwhelming response of support back, they decided to put their plan in action. With the full backing of Detroit Barbell and the full backing of Kirby Church, Tommy Westhoff and his crew began to lay the foundation for the Relentless Detroit mission. From t-shirts, tickets, to donations, the mission began relieving the Valentine family of stress that would normally be financially crippling. The word got out and spread rapidly about the mission. Then on November 17, 2012, lifters from across the country, near and far, and even in Canada, came to lay down their strength. The only competition in the building was the people versus doubt, negativity, and sadness. And the most important, it gave Austin and the Valentine family hope. On that day, they raised over $33,000. James Valentine, Austin's father, was so moved by the event that he contacted Tommy Westhoff to see about training for the next Relentless Minnesota 2013, which ended up raising over $102,000 for the Kids Hope organization. The Relentless mission created bonds and friendship that will not be broken. Austin Valentine passed to heaven in May 2013.